Hello, everyone. Welcome to our training number two, which will be today on two topics. Topic number one, Malik is going to be going over how to actually grow this business and the tools that we have. The second part of this training will be myself, and I'll be going over how to place your people in the eventuality that you do start wanting to share this with other people. So, welcome to today's call. Take it away, buddy.
All right, so let's just hop right into it, you guys, and let's talk about how you can build your business with OlyLife. And we have a easy, lowest common denominator goal that everyone's looking to achieve, and we talk about it on every one of our Zoom calls. And you have the ability to make up to what, $500,000 just by duplicating two people who get two people all the way down 12 levels. So just imagine if you can find easy ways to make that happen for you so that you can take your business to the next level. And one of the easiest ways is by really getting people to the live events. And that's the reason why we do so many calls, right? When I say live events in this sense, I mean the live Zoom calls that are happening every single day, right? We do them actually 6 days a week. And then on Sunday, we do a training like what we're doing right now. So that gives people plenty of opportunity to actually invite people to these live Zoom calls. And if you guys have been paying attention, we probably get about 20, 30 people on these calls, but we get signups after each and every call, sometimes even 2 and 3 signups. So these calls are very, very powerful. They're very well done. We have a lot of different speakers that are doing these presentations. We have John Kinnear, we have Luigi, we have myself, and then we also have Kwame. So we have a diverse group of people that are speaking so that you can find the people that you think that someone might resonate with and get them in front of that live Zoom. And then from there, you're off to the races. So I'm just going to share my screen really quickly so I can kind of give you guys a real life example because I like to really give examples when I'm speaking to people, when I'm giving trainings and different things like that. And I was talking to a lady just a little while ago. She actually had reached out to me and she was just seeing how I was doing and stuff like that. She goes, "Hey, brother, what's up?" I said, "Hey, sister, it's been a while." So we're just getting a little conversation going. And then I always like to ask questions to kind of open things up. So I asked her, I said, "What have you been up to lately?" So she said that she's still working through the struggles to find a project that could, generate income for her. And she's stuck at her job. So she's basically laying out her pain points to me. She's basically struggling to find a business that she can build and she wants to generate more income and she's stuck at her job and she doesn't like it. She's involved in some project with a person that I know. Then she asked me how's things going on my end. So I broke it down to her a little bit about how things are going for me. And then I asked her what she's working on. Because when you ask people what they're working on, the law of reciprocation means that she's going to ask me what I'm working on, right? So I asked her, she starts telling me a little bit what she's working on. She's working on this project here. And I tell her a little bit about, I know about this project, but this project, it takes a lot of people for you to make any type of serious money. And this is the project that she's involved in. So I'm kind of, easing her down to see what I'm doing, right? And then we finally get to that point where she goes, "So are you still with the company?" Right? So I tell her, boom, boom, nice, congratulations, this and that. Tell her a little bit about, that project. I have a lot of friends in it. I never got involved in it. And then I kind of break down like where I'm at right now. And I tell her a little bit about OlyLife and how the top income earner is our upline, and he's making $500,000 per month, and the comp plan pays 62%. So that's going to really get people their interest peaked, right? You always want to find things. I call it like a double marinade, where I'll give people one bit of information and then I'll give another one back to back, like 500K per month from my upline and then 62% in the comp plan. That's what I call a double marinade, where I hit them back to back with some powerful information. Then I ask them, are they open to take a look at it, right? So she goes, "Yes, sure." But I'm not perfect, you guys. I made a mistake right here because I was actually driving, not driving the car, but I was in the car in the passenger seat, and I just kind of like sent her the link for the video, right? Where actually what I should have done is I should have invited her to the live Zoom call. And I realized my mistake quickly, right? So then I told her that we're going to be live in 1 hour. I sent her the actual the link to hop on the Zoom call. And then she goes, oh, yay, I can jump on at 12 p.m. She's in New Zealand. So this is 12 p.m. New Zealand time. And she was able to hop on. So I said, perfect. I'll see you there, sis. Then I sent her another message to let her know that we're going live. This is also important, right? When you get someone to commit that they're going to be on a live Zoom call, you also want to at least take a little bit of time to let them know that we're going live so that the person actually hops on. Because someone might have an intention that they're going to hop on the live Zoom call, but we're all busy in day-to-day life. She could be like cooking lunch or something for her husband. Next thing you know, she forgets about the time and then she misses the live Zoom, even though she had intention to be on. So also, just letting them know that the Zoom is live is something that's very important. And she actually did hop on the live. And then after she hopped on the live, I sent her my little script to actually get her inside of the Facebook group. This is another thing that's really important for all of your people that you're getting on the live Zoom calls. You want to make sure the next step is getting them inside of the Facebook group, right? So this is pretty much what I did. Just want to kind of share that with you guys so that you can see, how easy it is to get somebody on a live Zoom call and why it's so important to focus on that. Because the reality is I have a YouTube channel, right? And I look at all of the analytics. Sometimes even on a video that I have that's only 15 minutes, you want to know what the average watch time is? Less than 4 minutes, right? So people have short attention spans, right? And people get bombarded with information. People are busy. So if you try to just send somebody a recording, most of the time they're probably not even going to get through 5 minutes of that recording. But if you notice, when you get somebody on a live Zoom call, they tend to stick throughout the whole entire presentation. So it's the best way to make sure that they get all of the information. At the very least, sometimes people might just hop on to see the product side. If they don't have any interest on building a business side, then they may hop off, and that's natural, right? So the best way to really build your business and get to your goals of being able to find two people first and foremost, and then have those two people do what you're doing is simply by teaching them the same thing, is just to get people on these live Zoom calls. And the bigger that the Zoom calls get, the more people are going to be signing up, the more excitement that we have, the more testimonials that we create. And that's really what it's all about. So the next thing I want to talk about really quickly is the next step. Like once you've actually gotten them on a live Zoom call and you've gotten them inside of the Facebook group, that's something that's really important. And why is the Facebook group important? Well, I'll show you in just a second here if I can get this out of my way. So let me go to our Facebook group. For those who don't know, our group is called OlyLIFE Awakening, right? And this is for our private community. And I remember when we did our first training on Sunday, we had 200 members in the group. Now we have 245, right? The reason why it's so important to get all of your people inside of this Facebook group is because, let's face it, sometimes people are not ready on the initial conversation, or maybe they even go to a live Zoom, but they don't get started with you right away. So the best way for you to not have to chase people around Facebook and do these nagging follow-ups where you keep asking them if they're ready to get started or, blah, 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 the best thing that you can do is just get them in this Facebook group, because it becomes like an incubator for you, because you never know which piece of content might just be that piece of content that somebody puts inside of this group that pushes them over the line, and then they reach out to you and say, hey, hey, Mary, I'm looking to get started, right? And also, we have like testimonials and different things that we have in the group as well. And those things are very, very important. I just did a testimonial, I believe it was yesterday, right? And this testimonial is something that you can share with people, right? Like my testimonial mainly focuses on like pain that I'm dealing with because I got hit by a car when I was very young and I had to take a lot of pharmaceuticals. And I've been always looking for ways to get myself off of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you know someone who's dealing with that type of issue, you could just simply click send, right? And then you could actually just put their name in the very top, and you could actually send it to them privately. It goes directly to their message box. And if they resonate with that, you never know what that could actually do to someone, right? So I just did this yesterday when I did my Facebook Live. I could just basically send this to her right now just for an example to show you how easy it is, right? And that's how quick it is, right? You just put somebody's name in there, click the little box, and you can send it to them directly in a private message. And once we get even more testimonials inside of this group, maybe someone has one that's talking about depression, or maybe someone has one that's talking about, sugar levels or high blood pressure. And if you know someone who's dealing with those things, that's why it's important to make sure that they're in the Facebook group, because they might see that piece of content without you even knowing that they saw it. They might reach out to you. And if they didn't see it, another way for a very, very soft follow-up is just to send somebody, a testimonial or a piece of content that's inside this group that you really think that people can resonate with. And the other part about my testimonial that was pretty powerful to me was just my vision improvements and me using the Galaxy G1. So if you know someone who maybe has bad vision, maybe you think that the Galaxy is a fit for them, you could also share this piece of content with them, and it could really help them see the value in what we're promoting here with OlyLIFE. And we have so many people that are contributing. Like, look at this. This was from Luigi, I believe, just a couple of days ago, talking about, PEMF technology and different things like that. So we have so much valuable information that people are going to see automatically if they're part of this group. And then it's also something that you can leverage to send to people directly into their inbox, so that you're not being, invasive or anything like that, right? So these are some really, really key things that can really help you take your business to the next level. Number one, getting people on those live events. And then you saw that I have a script that actually gets people inside of the Facebook group. Luigi has that script. I believe that he put it on that document that we have that everyone should have access to. So if you're looking for that script, you should be able to grab it from that document. You could just copy it, put the person's name at the top of it. And after they've got on the live Zoom call, immediately right after the live Zoom, you just want to send that to them so that they can get inside of this Facebook group. And this is something that's really, really powerful. The next thing I'm going to talk about is just the power of actual live events, like the event that we're going to be doing in Toronto, Canada. These events are something that can be life-changing for your business, just like the event that Luigi and I just came back from in Singapore. What it did for us is truly unexplainable, right? We got to spend time with the top income earner. We got to learn some of his strategies. We got to learn so much more about the benefits of the products. Like, if you guys think that what we're talking about on the slides, if you think those benefits are powerful, imagine if you guys would have saw all of the insights and information that we got when we were at the live event. It's much deeper than anything that we can tell you in a 20 or 30-minute presentation, you guys. So going to the live events is something that can truly change the shape of your business, right? And that's the reason why we're driving this event that we're doing in Toronto so hard. And I'm flying out there. It's going to be something that's going to be absolutely incredible. And we recommend anyone else that can get there. And even if you can't get there, try to get someone that you know over to that live event, because you never know what it might do for them. But live events has been the most powerful thing for me. And that's why for the last 8 years, I've been going to several different live events all across the world. I've taken, 20-hour flights to go to live events. I've traveled all by myself when, I had never traveled that far by myself before. But at the end of the day, when you understand the power of these live events and what it can do for your business, it's something that you definitely cannot even measure. So make sure that you guys try your best to get yourself to the live event that we're doing in Toronto. And if you can't get there, try to see if you have people even in the United States that might be close. I know Luigi kind of put some cities that are kind of close to Toronto inside of one of the posts that he made, and reach out to your friends. We still have some time to get them to that live event. And if you can get there, that would be great as well. So with that, I'm going to pass it to Luigi to do the second half of this training.
Buddy, that was a awesome 15 minutes. Thank you so much. Very eloquent and very well explained. Now, I always knew you were good, but now you're showing everyone in our OlyLIFE that you're really good. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. And by the way, what Malik was talking about right now, I'll just share my screen, the scripts. Yes, Malik made these scripts for me. And if you want to find them, I put them in the chat there. It's Google Drive. If you look at the chat, you just click on it And it opens up this, the Google Drive that everybody on our team has access to, where we put all the important things like benefits to OlyLife, the shipping costs, how to clean your machines, how to do videos, important links, the price of each product, product description. You have product instructions, product videos, Q&A, registration, what we need, script 1, 2. This is what Malik was talking about, correct, Malik?
Yep, that's absolutely correct. So the first one is just an initial message that you could send to somebody, and then we have another one that's to get people inside of the Facebook group.
So bingo, that's where you find the scripts, everyone. Thank you so much, buddy. All right, we're going to get into the second part of this training, which is how do you place your people? As we're moving forward and some of you start seeing the benefits, of course, you're going to start wanting to share it. And I'd like you to understand how we actually place our people in OlyLife. So step number one is I'm going to share my screen and open up my back office so you can visually see from my back office a little bit how we work that out. Let me just give me a second here. Bingo. And I'm going to go to here, somebody else's tree here, right here. It'll make it easier to understand. On the right side, I'll go to June. Okay, here it is. Okay, I have this one open. So now share my screen. Now, don't overcomplicate things. Just first of all, what I'm going to explain to you, if you don't understand it now, don't worry because your upline can help you place your people until you understand it and you grasp it. Okay, so I'm going to explain it, but for the first times that you're actually signing people up, you should still connect with your upline so you can just guide you through once, two, 3 times. And after 3, 4 times, you'll be pretty much good to go and you'll be able to do the same thing with your people. So don't worry about asking your sponsor, hey, can you help me again? Even if you have to ask them 3, 4, 5, 6 times, it doesn't matter how many times because I always believe that leadership is more than just signing people up. Leadership is actually being very supportive. And that's the difference between marketers that recruit a lot of people and real leadership. People like everybody we have on our team. I could go talk about a lot of names in our community that are real leaders, and that's so important. That's the kind of people, kind of leadership that we're attracting. So, if I was to explain it to you now, the first thing that you want to do, remember, is you need to go on. You need to decide where you want to put them. All right. Well, for today, I'm not going to go into how to register people. I'm going to go into how do you place people. So, if you can see here, Mark. Let's just say this is you, all right? You put your name right here at the top. How do you get there? Well, when you go to network marketing, network management on your left side, you can see network management, placement list, sponsor. What you want to know is your network management. So you click on that and it brings you to this page. Now I'm going to go to Mark because mine is too long. It'll be easier to follow Mark's, let's just say, for this exercise. So if I go to Mark one more time right here, all right. Now, Mark is at the top here. Now, if I wanted to see what kind of team Mark has, I click on the ID of Mark right here where you see the number. I click on his ID and it opens up this box. Now you can see that Mark on his left side, he has 29 people. Mark on his right side, he has 21 people. See here? Sorry, one more time. So you can see 29 people and 21 people on his right. So on his left side, 29 people, and on his right side, 21 people. But you can also go one step further. You can also look at the top one where it says the cumulative PV. Now you can see that Mark on his left side, he has 25,000, and on his right side, he has 15,000. Now the PV, if you all remember, like in the rewards plan, for $1,000, it's worth 750 PVs. So basically, if you wanted to know how to calculate it, like you want to know how far you are from a certain point, because you want to know how many signups you have, because when you look at the rewards plan and when they say 14 people on your left and 14 people on your right, well, the way that you calculate it is you take the total PV. So I would take 25,000 on a calculator and I'll go to 25,000. Just follow me. Very simple to do this calculation. That's if you want to know how many personal assignments you have on each side. Because when you look at the bottom part, 29 and 21, it's only telling you you have 29 people on your left and 21 people on your right. But you don't know if those people came in with 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, right? So it's just giving you the number of signups. But if you wanted to know the number of PV on each side and how many people you actually have, because to become a star one, you need to have 14 people on your left and 14 on your right. But each person is calculated at $1,000, and $1,000 is worth 750 PVs. So I would take the first number, which is 25,000, divided by 750 equals 33 people. So if I take 25,000, the first number, divided by 750 equals 33 people. So you know that this person here has 33 people on his left side at $1,000 each. Even though you see 29, he actually has 33 at 1,000. So you know that his left side, 14 is covered, for his star one. Now let's go and see on his right side. Does he have enough for 14? So you take 15,375 divided by 750 equals 20 people. Oh my God. That means that this person is a star one because he has 14 on each side. And if you look right here at the top, you can see that he's a star one. Beautiful, eh? So that's how you can calculate how far you are from the next rank. Now, how do I place my people? Well, I want to know if I'm signing him up personally, of course, I'm going to decide which side needs it. So if I open it up one more time, I look at my left and right. All right, I can see that my left side is stronger than my right, correct? Well, it means that I'm probably going to go help my right side. So you always help the side that's less stronger. That's how it works here. So you have one left, one right. You know that everybody needs to sign people up on the left, correct? The first person you sign up, you can't put it on your right. The system won't let you do that. Until you open up your left side, you can't even put somebody on your right, which is good for one reason, because in many binaries, you can put them on your left or your right the first time. And what that does is sometimes people, they have a big leader. Oh, I'm going to put them on my inside leg on my right. Okay, that's cool. But then that person never does nothing again. And that person is all alone on the right side without any more support. This way, everybody goes on your left first. So that creates a running leg. Now, what's important to understand is if everybody goes to your right, so let's say Mark, he put his first person on his left. All right. Then Mark put his first person on his right. So once you open up your left, you can put somebody on your right. But now look at what happens. Everybody needs to go to their left first. So that means that if Mark needs to put somebody on his left, he has to go to the left side of the left. And if you look here at the very end, you can see that there's no more register box. It just means that you click on the ID and it opens up the following page. You go to view network, and now it brings it up to the following. You can see that Mark has people all the way down to his left here. So I click on the last box on the ID number. It opens up the next page. And oh, okay, here it is. So if I wanted to put somebody on the left side of Mark, I'd have to go all the way down to the left and I'd click on register. Now, when you do register, very simple, it'll open up your sign up page. And right here, you can see that the placement ID is actually the box that you clicked on. So you don't have to worry about the first one, because when you click on that register box, the ID of the placement is automatically placed. Then it's asking you, is it going on your left or your right? It's automatically on your left because, see left and right, because you put them on your left. Then here it's asking you your membership ID. Well, here you have P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So that's pretty simple. I'll repeat it one more time. P1 is $100. Don't worry about it because there's no more $100 in OlyLIFE. They took it off because it was too many people in certain countries of Asia were building at 100, and it was kind of mixing up the comp plan the way that we wanted to share it. P2 is $500. Yes, people can come in at 500. We don't promote that because at 500, the tier bonus that we open up all those levels. Well, when you're at 500, you can only open up 10 levels. It's only when you get to $1,000 purchase that you can actually open up unlimited levels. So that's why we promote the 1,000. But yes, somebody can join with 500. But remember the tier bonus, you had one on each side. Well, when we say 1,000 one side, 1,000 the other, you make 375. Well, no, they won't make 375 because if you have 500 on one side and 1,000 on the other, it'll just count for half of that. So that's why we try to promote the 1,000. Okay, but at least the integrity here that yes, somebody who's broke, who doesn't have 1,000, that you still want to get them in the company. you can still sign them up for 500, but we don't promote that. Now, remember that the person who came in with 500, he could, he might be able to buy another product after, and he'll upgrade to P3 because P2 is 500, P3 is 1,000 or more, P4 is 2,000 or more, and P5. Now, just going quickly over, here's the sponsor ID. If even though you placed them here, you're the sponsor, so you have to put your ID here. Then you create a password. Right here, you choose the members. This is member country. This is new. They have detailed the address of the member too. Okay. Here, male or female. What's important here when you see the name, please write the full name, meaning that the ID card that you're using, whether it's a driving license or it's a passport ID, you need to have the same name as the ID put here, or else you're going to have to message support to fix that later if you want to withdraw. It's just a hassle. So use the real name, nickname of the person. You can put anything, ID number, tax ID until we're registered in your countries. You don't have to worry about it. Email, phone number, address. Okay. And down here is the shipping. Pretty simple. You choose the country where you're shipping. America, other country for Canada, address, recipient name, who's receiving it, the phone number, postal code, delivery method, and remarks. I always put the country name. So if remarks, if it's Canada, USA, right? Then, of course, you come down here, you choose the product that you want. You just put one, whichever one. Then here at the right-hand side to pay, don't click on this before you go to the little triangle right on the right side. There's a little triangle. When you click on the triangle, it gives you three options. EC payment, which is by credits. Remember the old way that you buy credits. Or you can use credit card, or you can use credit and credit cards. Now, that's for how you do it. Let's go back to the placement, and we're going to finish it off on there. So basically, we were talking about earlier, left, everybody needs to go to their left, right, correct? The first time. So let's go back to network management. We'll go back to Mark's team. And Mark right here. Oh, right side, sorry. Angelo. Mark. Okay, let's go back to Mark. Right. So now Mark signs somebody up on his left because everybody has to go to their left first. Then he puts somebody on his right. Then he looks at his total volume. He says, okay, my left side is stronger than my right. So I'm going to put somebody on my right now this time. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Normally, a binary, when you put somebody on your left, you put it on the exterior leg of your left. And normally on the right side, they go on the exterior right. So it's the far left or the far right, normally. But in Asian culture, they always think of things in simple terms, which I find it smart. Took a couple of minutes to understand it, to wrap my head around it. But once you do, you'll understand it makes a lot of sense. Yes, you have to go to your left first. Then when you go to your right, if you need to help your right side now, right here, and you want to put somebody on your right side. So where are you going to go? Are you going to go on the right of the right, or are you going to go on the left of the right? You're going to go to the left of the right. Why? Because since this person you put on your right, he also has to go to his left. So this creates a power leg on the left here. So basically, if you're putting somebody on your right, you have to go to your direct on your right, and you go to his left side and you scroll all the way down. You open up the last box here where the ID is. It opens up View Network, click on View Network, and it brings up another box. And you can see that right here, I can register somebody on the left of the right. And when you click on it, you'll see that it automatically gives me the ID number, and it's also the position. You're still on the left of the right. So that stays the same. You choose that and we get back. So one more time, because I needed a couple of times to understand it. So I'm just going to repeat it one more time. The beautiful thing about this way of building is you need to start on your left, and everybody needs to go to their left. Perfect. So if you want to put somebody on your left side, you have to go all the way down, open it up until you see the last box, and you put it on your left. If you want to put somebody on your right, you go to the person you signed up on your right, but you're still going to go to your left. So in simple terms, it's the left of the left, all right? And it's the left of the right. So the two power legs are simple to understand. You put somebody on your left, you go all the way down to the left, and you put them there. You want to put somebody on your right side, no problem, but you're going to have to go to the left of the right side. So it's the left of each side that are your runaway legs. And that creates excitement for everybody because if you're putting somebody on your left, right, or your left, left, of course you keep on putting people there, but the people that are there also need to put people there. And that creates a runaway leg that gets everybody on top excited because they see that, oh, well, that's cool. I actually have a leg that's running. So he only needs to open up his right and start building his right. All right. So because you make money on your inner leg. So you're building only one leg if you're lucky. And if you're not lucky, it's okay because I was not lucky. I had to build both sides. And I have other people on our team right now that were on an inside leg and they were not lucky and they're building very strong. So that should not stop us. All right. It's not, yeah, like it's not a must because in life, nobody's going to help you succeed. It's going to happen because you want to succeed. And many times, even if you're on a power leg, let's say you're on a left, that there's a power leg happening a bit there. It doesn't mean that your right side is not going to blow up faster than your left because you might put some people on the right side that start blowing it up, and your inside leg might run faster than your power leg. Well, guess what that means? What does it mean, Emily? It means that they have to come back to their left side and equal it out, right? So what you need to do is you need to make sure that both legs are equal. Was that well explained, Malik?
Yeah, very well explained. And it took me a little bit to wrap my head around it too, but I love the way that OlyLife has this set up because since everyone has to put their first person to the left, it doesn't matter if you're on the left side of the business or on the right side of the business, everyone has to put that first person on the left. So it creates two power legs. So it's pretty cool. I like the way that it's set up. And it just makes it easier for everyone to build. And then you don't have to worry about telling someone which side is the power leg. It's always going to be on the left.
Bingo. So with that, we're going to close off this training. You can stick around with us. We'll do a little Q&A. Thanks, Malik. Great job.